What's up, guys? I want you to take a look at this clip from Chris Pratt. He did a 9/11 Remembrance speech at Pepperdine University. It came up in my feed last night, and I know it's about a month later, but man, it just hit me right in the gut. Give it a watch and we'll talk about it.
Understanding this history means a future in which policymakers have the opportunity to take the lessons of the past and apply them going forward as wisdom. That's what we owe those on the planes and in the buildings who never made it home that day. It's what we owe the firefighters, the police officers, and paramedics who responded. It's what we owe those who were already in uniform and those who stepped up in service to this great nation in the aftermath of the attacks. And it's what we owe their families who have carried on without them. We must remember, we have to teach our children the lessons of 9/11 to rekindle the 9/11 effect and keep it alive. Faith, religion, love of our fellow citizens, and patriotism grew from the ashes of that day. We have a duty to those we lost, to those who answered the call, and to those who now deal with the repercussions. My hope today is twofold: that today the heroes of 9/11 and their families and their loved ones feel supported and honored, while B, simultaneously, that a fire is lit in the hearts and minds of young people who never felt the 9/11 effect. Perhaps they can have their focus expanded like mine was. Maybe that's why me. Because I am them. If I were 20 years old today and I might have had my head in TikTok and Instagram, I might be disillusioned. Maybe I wouldn't know. Maybe I'd need someone to tap me on the shoulder and tell me that my country needs me. Tap me on the shoulder, ignite my patriotism in a whole new way. And I say this gently to those who are immersed in their own worlds, who think their country doesn't need them. And I say this to them with some urgency. It is your torch to carry. Your country needs you. I feel called to be of service in this moment, to help other people better understand what's at stake, and to help comprehend what has and continues to make America the great shining beacon on the hill. Changing the hearts and minds of young people right now who have either forgotten or maybe never knew just how great our country truly is. That is the work that we all need to do. We need each other, man. We're on the same team. We're the United States of America. When we are one nation under God, we are indivisible. Let us never forget that, lest it be lost. So to the heroes and the victims of 9/11 and their families, we salute you. And to the next generation, we need you.
Insanely powerful words. You know, he was giving a speech in remembrance of 9/11, but his words were to inspire today. I'm not that old. I don't feel like the years that separates me from the young generation are that many. 35 years old. But what he said, if I was a young person and I had my head buried in TikTok and Instagram, I might not realize, I might not have the peripheral perspective to realize what's going on in the world around me. And I think that that's probably a bit by design. I think distraction is designed. And he talks about being an inspiration, to be of service, to maybe help tap those kids on the shoulder. Well, as much as it is for them, for the young generation to carry the torch when it's their time, it's our job now. It's my generation's job right now to carry the torch. So what's your proverbial tap on the shoulder? What is it that is inspiring you to leave our country better or worse? I'm a father of two young boys, and I sit back and I watch and I feel like our country is spiraling into chaos and decay. And I'm sure probably every generation has had moments like that where they feel like there is utter chaos and there is a feeling of helplessness and not knowing what to do to leave our society better for our kids and grandkids and the generations that follow. I I just simply don't have the answer, except for that it is our job to take one small step at a time. So, what is your proverbial tap on the shoulder? Because I'll tell you, mine is my kids. Mine is my family. It's my community and my friends, the people that I love the most. I want to live life with them in a manner that is free and where we get to be of service to each other and to our community and to our faith and to our God. That's what I want. That's my inspiration. That's what taps me on the shoulder. One nation, indivisible, under God. One nation under God, indivisible. You know, one of the beautiful things that we have in this country is freedom of religion. I am not of the opinion that you can legislate faith. You cannot legislate morality. You cannot legislate people into a belief system. It's why we don't have a theocracy, right? It may work in some microscopic level, but it's not the government's job to regulate your beliefs. But it is my job. It is my job as an individual, as a member of society, as a member of a community. It's my job to stand up and say, this is what I believe is right. This is what I believe is wrong. And this is why. This is my basis, my foundation of belief. For me, that's very clear. My faith defines that for me. Not everybody shares that same faith. That's okay. That's okay. I will never vote in a manner that's going to force you into my belief system. I don't think that that's right. That's not the purpose of the government. But it is my job one-on-one to have conversations in a loving, caring, compassionate way that might help inspire people to maybe feel that proverbial tap. What's your tap on the shoulder?